Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Email Digest, the video series where we look at great emails and talk about what makes them great. And in today's episode, we're going to break down the most successful Black Friday campaign that I've ever seen. Last Wednesday marked 100 days until this year's Black Friday, so right now is the perfect time to start preparing for it. So let's jump right in. So this email is a limited edition Black Friday product release announcement from Dixon Flannel Company. We have featured this email before in our Omnisend Fundamentals course, but we never actually broke down why it performed so well. It drove almost 300x of what Dixon was paying for Omnisend at the time in revenue from just this one email. But when we look at it, it doesn't seem too special. I mean, it looks like a regular, solid email. Well, I believe that the reason behind its success is not because of how this one email is, but because of the overall strategy that Dixon uses across multiple channels when it comes to these product announcements. What they do for all of these releases is they make them limited edition and limited stock, and they announce that through social media and through emails like this one. And all of that combined with the bold countdown timer drives huge fear of missing out and urgency to buy. Further down the email, they mention the exact time of the release again, and in the smaller font under the CTA, they reiterate that the stock is limited, that we don't hold items in your cart, and once they're gone, they're gone. And then they usually also include an image that has pictures of all of the items in the release, and then mention all of the names of those products in the text that follows. But in this case, I think because there's just way too many products, they went with a nice attention-grabbing Dixon Blackest Friday visual. So overall, it is a good, concise message that follows email content best practices, but the reason that this generates record-breaking numbers of revenue is because email is not the only channel that Dixon used to communicate with their audience. There's no doubt that their fans had already seen these products prior to receiving this email. There was already a huge interest in this release, and this email was just the tipping point. It drove fear of missing out through the roof, it piqued that interest, and ultimately got thousands and thousands of people to buy. And another major thing that I love about this strategy that Dixon has developed for themselves is the fact that it's repetitive, but not repetitive in a bad way, repetitive in the best way possible. Let's look at another email of theirs. This is a more recent product release announcement email from Dixon, but notice that the structure is still pretty much identical. A large, bold countdown timer on top, followed by a colorful image, this time with product pictures, and a very similar text to create more urgency and a Shop Now button. Let's look at another one. Countdown timer, product pictures compiled into a nice GIF. It really makes the email come alive in this case. And then the same exact text template drives fear of missing out and the Shop Now CTA. The reason I love this framework so much is because it works great for nimble marketing teams, especially for marketers working solo. Of course, it does take some initial work to figure out this method, this email template that works for you, but once you have it, you just keep doing it. I bet that it takes them probably like 5 to 10 minutes to grab this template and fill it out with the new product releases information and send it out. It becomes pretty much automatic. All right, and one last email for today, but a very important one. After that record-breaking Black Friday sale, the people over at Dixon did not forget to say thank you to their fans. This is a major lesson. We have to understand that our email marketing audience is not just a money printing list. It's an audience of real people. So we cannot make every email about our sales and about ourselves. We have to make it about them every now and then. So say thank you. A simple thank you goes a very long way, especially in the digital world. And that's going to be it for today's episode. Let's wrap it up with the lesson of the day, which is stay consistent. Find what works best for you and for your audience and keep doing that. Stick to it consistently. Stay consistent across different channels of communication. Email, SMS, social media, paid ads. Make sure that all of those channels are unified and working towards the same goals. And then finally, after a good sale, Keep a consistent connection with your audience. Send them a thank you email. That's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!